Hello everybody, I'm Dave Chaos, and today we're going to be checking out the Tesoro Kuvén 7.1 gaming headset. So let's get out of the box and have a look. So just before I do a full unboxing of this, I wanted to point out that the packaging that they've chosen for this furry lined plastic packaging has actually come away during shipping, so the headset is actually covered in like this film of fur that's on the box. So it is going to need a really good clean when you unbox this thing. Alright, so here it is laid bare out of the box. I've tried my best to dust it off from the packaging, but unfortunately it's not all come away. Something you may want to take note of. But we'll have a look at the adjustability of this thing. As you can see straight away, it's got this profile where it can go completely flat, which isn't uncommon with headsets like this. So we turn the earpieces around like so, and for the adjustability of moving this, you've got a bit of leeway there. Not a great deal, but probably just enough. And again, of course, you've got that. The ear pads themselves are pretty spongy. It doesn't say, unfortunately, on the packaging what's actually in here. But it's a good feel. When I've tried it on, it feels good. It's quite comfy. And again, with the headband piece here, there's actually quite a rather large, thick piece there. And again, I would hasten to say that this is probably just standard sponge in there. It doesn't feel the same as this sponge here on the earpieces. So it's a little bit softer, but the headset is quite light considering it looks so bulky, and you know, it doesn't give you too much trouble when wearing this for long periods of time. So let's have a look at the actual build quality of this thing now. So the whole thing is pretty much big chunky plastics. Let me just zoom out a little bit more so I can move it around a bit more. Along the top you've got the Tesoro logo there. This is all plastic. You've got your adjusters just here as normal. Quite a few different notches there as you go along. And again on the other side, so you can expand it quite large. Let's see, we can go this far, which is pretty big. You have to have a big head for that. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there who'll need it that large. We've got some aluminium plating here with a logo on. They're quite nicely split up the logo like this. Looks kind of cool. Yeah, you got the Kuvén. Don't know how they pronounce that, to be honest. Yeah, break the rules is printed over on this side. So yeah, it's not bad. It looks good. You know, solid plastic. Build quality of it's quite nice. These don't feel like they're gonna break. Give them a bit of a wobble. They feel quite sturdy. And again with this, it's got an aluminium plate in there, plastic on the other side. So you know, bending that, it's pretty damn tough. I don't need to. You know, I can put a bit of force in that and it's not bending very much. So that's always good. Yeah, right, then onto the microphone. So, as you can see, it's quite a big arm. If we put it this way, it comes quite far out. So, pretty much in a straight direction you can have it. And it's actually got a joint just here. So, this section of the microphone is rubberized just here. And it's got a joint in it. So, you can have it like this or like that. And it kind of just clicks. I think you can see that if I hold it this way, and you can kind of move it that way and it clicks out like that. But even in this configuration, it's actually quite far away from your face. So when we come to the mic test, it'd be interesting to see what that sounds like. So what you also get in the box, if you just move this out of the way, this is the 7.1 driver. So this is basically like a miniature sound card. You can plug your ports into there. You'll notice straight away with this particular cable that it's got a kink in it, and this is one of the points I want to bring up for you. Just have a look at the cable. So it's a pretty slim cable. You've got an inline controller for the volume, microphone on and off, switch like so. And on the other end you've got two jacks. These are gold plated. In fact, all the jacks are gold plated with the exception of the USB that isn't gold plated. But this cabling is pretty thin. Now, you can use this with mobile phone, hence the two cables. You can use it without the 7.1, so you've got normal stereo, one for the mic, one for the headset. But what I wanted to raise the point about this is you do get an extender cable, which is right here, and as you can see, it's all unwrapped. I've used it, I've tried it out, and straight out of the box there's actually a kink in this cable. Let me just get a zoom for you. This is something you may want to worry about when purchasing something like this. It's got a kink in the cable which is actually split through the coating. So unfortunately, I think they may have skimped a bit on the quality of their cable, and as a result, this has come out the box like so, and it's ruptured right at the side there. So that's really unfortunate for them there. I'm sure under the warranty they'll replace it for you, but you're still going to get a cable back just like this one, which may, it concerns me about the longevity of how long this cable is going to last you. There we go, we've had a good look at it. I think we should plug it in now and have a listen to the microphone, and we'll do a wrap up. Alright, so here we are on a look at the software as well as a microphone test. So the audio you can hear now from my voice is actually the microphone on the headset. Obviously I won't know what this sounds like until it comes to editing the video, so you can pretty much judge straight away the mic quality without me having to give you any insight. But nonetheless, let's have a look at the software. So it's pretty bog standard. They don't have any custom software of their own. I've seen this software with other headsets exactly the same, so they've basically just got a driver that is compatible with this software. So like I say, I've seen this before. So the way it works is you can choose your channels. So we're going to leave it on 2-channel. You put it on DSP mode, which will then activate the 7.1, which is in the USB. You're going to make sure that this is clicked as well. As you can see, it gets grayed out when it's not clicked. And you can do all the adjusting to basically, get the audio the way you like it. And then we've got a few analog options, PCM options, stuff like that. You have a mixer, a very bog standard, simple mixer, one for your microphone, one for the volume. As you can see, the microphone is on full at the moment. Effects, so again you've got different stadium, concert hall, all that sort of thing, different effects. Karaoke, if you're going to be doing a karaoke on your own at home, you've got options in there for that, and then information, so you can see which engine it's using, X-Ear, the USB PMP sound device. Basically this is like a standard sort of software which I've seen used by different companies. So there we go. Hopefully the microphone sounds okay. The audio quality, I listened to a bit of music, and unfortunately, again, with the extendable cable that came in the box that's damaged, it doesn't work. So I've had to plug the headphones directly into the USB device, which means it's quite a lot shorter, because it would have normally been a 2-meter long cable with that extension. But it seems that my extension is damaged right out of the box, so that's a little unfortunate. But let's move on to the wrap up now. Okay, so that was the Tesoro Kuvén headset. Here it is. I'm going to put it on. So I was saying earlier that it's got noise cancellation or suppression. It isn't active noise cancellation. There's no hardware in there to make that happen. Basically, it's the way they've ergonomically created the headset. It fits quite well. Now there's not much of leeway when moving it this way, so it does grip your head quite tightly. Yeah. So again, I wanted to talk about this cable. This cable was definitely a bad manufacturing choice. It gets kinks in it. Can you see this? These kinks then turn into knots, and I think this is what's happened with the extension cable. It's got a knot in it, and it's stayed that way, and it's damaged the cable. So this extension cable, this is your 2-meter long extension cable, no longer works, unfortunately, because of the kink that came in there, and that's just it's a shame, because it has been braided, and I always say products like these, like mice and headsets, gaming stuff, should always have braided cables. But this particular braided cable is especially thin. I've never seen one as thin as this, and I think that's why this has happened. So, bit of a shame. The packaging again was also an issue. The packaging malted is all I could say, and it was all over the place. So again, that's another letdown. When I did an audio test, bit of gaming, bit of music, I would say it's a little bit tinny. It's got a bit of a tinny effect, and you know, with the software that we just had a look at, I did, you know, have a mess around, change it from concert to room to stereo, all that sort of stuff, and it still had a bit of a tinny sound. So there's not much more I can say about this. You know, you've seen the headset, microphone there, you've heard the microphone, and we've done the rest. I have decided that I'm not going to be giving this a rating this time. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you next time.